Welcome back to Flock at Figures, where today I'm going to be unboxing some WWF Hasbro figures that have just come back from UK graders.
And I'm saying, woo, right here!
So same story as last time. I've just got this order back in the post today, so I'm going to record live my sort of reactions to everyone's grade. I haven't checked who's got what grade yet. I've removed some of the sort of the outer packaging, opened up the box and took away some of the outer packaging just to make it easier to get them out one at a time. But I don't know what figures got what grade. Only 3 figures in this order, but they are all WWF Hasbro. So let's crack on. Let's see what we've got. First one out. Don't know if you can make that out through the bubble wrap, but this is Sid. So I always forget if he's Sid Justice or Sid Vicious when he's in WWF. I think it's Justice in WWF. Sid Justice. Right, so my sort of aspirations for this one, hopes for this one, I'm hoping that this is like an 85 grade. Hoping it might be, it's definitely going to be like a high 80. Hoping it might have snuck an 85. I don't think there's any chance it would be a 90, but let's pull the bubble wrap off, see how it went. Well, that one was tough. And Sid's got 85. So if you can see the grade there, he's got straight 85s, 85 card, 85 bubble, 85 figure. That's kind of what I expected. I would have liked it if you'd got at least 190 subgrade, but I suppose an 85 grade is an 85 grade. That's pretty much is the best you can hope for, really, with Hasbro's, given how old they are now. Occasionally you get 90s, but whenever there is a 90, usually the people that have got them are going to hold on to them for a while, because they're going to be, well, they're only going to go up in value. But okay, so that's Sid. Next up, I've got another single release. Tape is a killer this time. No way I'll be able to make that out. Or maybe actually, you might be able to make it out just from that little picture in the corner. So this is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I think he's slightly better than Sid. Well, again, my judgment. There's not often that I get things kind of spot on with the graders' assessments, but I thought Steamboat was probably a better card than Sid. But he does have a price sticker. I don't know if you can see that through the bubble wrap, but he's got a price sticker, so I don't know how that affects it. I would assume it doesn't really affect it at all, because some of the vintage figures that you get have stickers on it from, like, distribution stickers, you know, from the manufacturers. So it's kind of the same thing, having a price sticker on. So I don't know if that's taken into consideration at all by the graders. Because I have seen like high grade figures that have got like distribution stickers, and even some that have got price stickers on them. So I don't know if grading wise it affects it, but I think it definitely affects how desirable it is for someone to pick it up online, or someone to pay for a graded figure second hand. And I think if it's got a price sticker on it, it might make it less attractive. But anyway, so Ricky Steamboat, let's crack open the bubble wrap. It's going to be tough because he's got tape all over him. See what grade he's got. Last couple in the last video that I was unboxing, I was trying to save the bubble wrap because they're like bubble wrap kind of wallets that they come in. But these two they were so covered in parcel tape, I just had to rip it. But here's Steamboat, and Steamboat also has 85. So let's have a look. And he's the same as well, straight 85. So he's got 85 card, 85 bubble, 85 figure. I honestly placed him a bit higher than Sid. I'm surprised to see them grade exactly the same. I thought they might both come back as 85s, but I thought that at least subgrades should be higher for Steamboat, which is exactly what I mean. You know, I don't know exactly what the formula is for these figures when they're getting graded. I don't know what the sort of checklist criteria is to say, oh, that's definitely going to get that grade, or that's definitely going to get that one, because so often you think you know, and sometimes you're pleasantly surprised, sometimes you're disappointed. But yeah, that just goes to show, I was pretty sure that was a better figure, a better mint on card figure than that, but they've come back graded identical. So yeah, but again, not a bad result. 85 is a good result for a mint on card figure. So last one now, slightly different, slight change of pace. So not a single release, but a tag team release, and this is the Demolition. Demolition, I don't think they're going to manage an 85. I kind of placed them around a grade 80. I mean, if they got an 85, I'd be delighted. Until equally, if they get less than 80, I'm going to be disappointed. But that's where I kind of place. I thought they would probably maybe come back as an 80 grade. So no tape on this one. Steamboat and Sid were taped together to kind of keep them secure, but these were just kind of packed down the side. So this should be easier to get open. Yeah, I've managed to save the bubble wrap wallet for that one. Yeah, right. So here's the Demolition, and their grade, oh man, they've got a 75. They've graded 75. Disappointed by that, to be honest. So 75 card, 80 bubble, 85 figures. Oh, that is disappointing. I thought they were going to do better. I thought they were an 80. But again, it's just, it obviously comes down to, you know, splitting hairs when they're getting graded. Because I've seen, I noticed this in my last video. I forget what figures it was. Was it the Rockers and Jimmy Snuka? And the Rockers didn't have any 90 subgrades, or they had one 90 subgrade, but they were an 85 grade. And Jimmy Snuka had two 90s. He was like an 80 card, 90 bubble, 90 figure, but overall he was an 80. Whereas the Rockers were their lower subgrades, whereas like I think it was like 80 card, 85 bubble, 90 figure, but they were an 85 overall. So there's obviously categories amongst the grades, you know what I mean? So like maybe there's like 5 or 10 points within 75, within 80, within 90 that you can be, that obviously contributes to the overall grade. I don't know what the formula is. I don't know exactly how it works out. You can kind of have an educated guess as to what things are going to get, but yeah, I think you can never know. You can never know for sure. You can never be spot on, which is why I hear a lot of people online saying, "Oh, I've got a mint on card Hulk Hogan, or I've got a mint on card Ultimate Warrior." It would definitely grade 85. When I see that kind of stuff, I think, well, I don't know if it definitely, because there's obviously a lot of stuff. They go over these things with a fine tooth comb, and there's obviously a lot of stuff that you're going to miss when you're just looking at it with the naked eye, the uneducated naked eye. But yeah, so anyway, that's my 3 Hasbros that have come out from the graders today. Demolition tag teams, slightly disappointed, not hugely surprised, because I thought it was an 80, so to come back a 75 it's not a huge surprise. So slightly disappointed, but not majorly so, not massively so. But Sid and Steamboat, to be honest, I'm actually happy with that. To get 2 85s and straight 85s as well, you know, I think that's a good return. I think that's a good result. So yeah, these guys will all be going up for sale on eBay the next time there's a selling promotion. I only really list stuff when you can get a reasonable deal on it, because if you have to pay eBay 10%, it's not really worth doing it. But I'll wait till the next £1 selling window or 1% selling window, whatever the next promotion is, and get these guys live. Yeah, and there are more on the way as well. I've got another couple. I've got an order that's due back next week, I think. Again, just WWF Hasbros, and then I think there's a few weeks in between that one and then my last order. But again, it's WWF Hasbros. It's all WWF Hasbros, and some good ones as well. There's a couple of good ones that are coming back soon. So as I always say, stay tuned to the channel. Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe. Hit your notifications if you want to see those videos. Please feel free to comment, share, like. Stay safe, and we'll speak soon. This one